They would go on to have two daughters, Linda Bird and Lucy Baines. In 1937, Johnson's own political career was launched. He won a special election to the U.S. House of Representatives, championing President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal. He was a Roosevelt protege, learning from the master how to use government power to help ordinary people. He brought electricity to the rural hill country and secured federal projects for his district. After a failed bid for the Senate in 1941, he served briefly in the Navy during World War II before winning a Senate seat in 1948 by a famously narrow and controversial 87-vote margin. This earned him the nickname Landslide Lyndon in the Senate. His rise was meteoric. By 1955, he was the Senate Majority Leader, one of the most powerful positions in Washington. He was a master of the legislative process, famous for the Johnson treatment, an overwhelming, in-your-face mix of persuasion, flattery, and intimidation used to bend senators to his will. He was instrumental in passing the first civil rights legislation in over 80 years. The Civil Rights Act of 1957 and 1960, he ran for the Democratic presidential nomination but lost to the charismatic John F. Kennedy. In a move that surprised many, Kennedy asked Johnson to be his running mate. The Kennedy-Johnson ticket narrowly won the election, and LBJ became vice president. He found the role frustrating and felt sidelined, but he remained loyal. Then, on November 22, 1963, everything changed. The assassination of President Kennedy in Dallas, Texas, thrust a grief-stricken Johnson into the presidency. In that moment of national trauma, he provided a sense of stability and continuity. He famously told the nation, "Let us continue." And continue he did. Johnson immediately harnessed the nation's grief and his own formidable legislative skills to push through Kennedy's stalled agenda. He declared a war on poverty and envisioned a great society, a nation where abundance and liberty were shared by all. The result was a breathtaking flurry of legislation. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, the most sweeping civil rights law in American history, outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. The following year, he signed the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which dismantled the legal barriers that had prevented African Americans from voting for a century. His Great Society programs were vast, creating Medicare and Medicaid to provide health care for the elderly and the poor, Head Start for preschool education, and pouring federal funds into education and urban renewal. It was the most ambitious expansion of the federal government's role in American life since the New Deal